If you believe the strongest, largest creature to ever live was a fearsome Tyrannosaurus rex, or
We tend to fixate on the land giants, the ones who shook the very ground they walked on.
the biggest herbivore of all time isn't an extinct thunder lizard from the Jurassic period. It's a colossal.
For millennia, evolution has been engaged in a brutal game of defying gravity, biology, and physics.
How large can a living organism truly become while sustaining itself purely on vegetation?
In this ultimate ranking,
You will learn the scientific secrets that allowed these creatures to grow so impossibly massive, and why only one environment allows true biological infinity.
Welcome to Animal Ranking Hub, where we dissect the science behind the most awe-inspiring creatures to ever inhabit our planet.
Our mission is to explore the extremes of the animal kingdom. If you love deep dive exploration into the world. Before we dive into the countdown, we must establish the ground rules.
Length is impressive, but true biological size is about weight, the sheer tonnage of life that
To understand these giants, we first need to grasp the fundamental constraints they defied. For terrestrial animals, gravity is the ultimate enemy. A creature's size is limited by the square cube law. As an animal increases in size, its volume and
This means their bones must be exponentially thicker just to avoid collapsing under their own mass. The sheer
Each entry on this list is a walking contradiction of these biological boundaries.
#tent, the modern heavyweight, the African bush elephant cur. We begin our ranking with the largest terrestrial bird.
While small in the grand scheme of geological time, its existence is a modern marvel. The largest recorded elephant.
Biologically, the elephant is a master of structural support. Its legs are almost perfectly columnar, like stacked. However, their size is limited by their ability to eat. An adult can consume up to 600 pounds of.
This need for constant, accessible nutrition is the ceiling for today's land giants. #9. The gentle megafauna, the bowhead whale tails. Shattering the while not the largest whale, the largest bowheads can approach 100 tons. The bowhead whale demonstrates a crucial scientific principle. Water is the key to breaking the square cube law on Earth.
The bowhead is a filter feeder, dining exclusively on tiny plankton and crustaceans. An incredible biological feat of
This ease of mass acquisition in the ocean allows for the massive leaps in size we will see as we continue our countdown.
The Cenozoic era, the age following the extinction of the dinosaurs, saw land mammals balloon into size.
These creatures were built like biological tanks, perfecting the column-like bone structure necessary to escape gravity's pull.
Number 8. The rhino behemoth, Paraceratherium.
This creature, an ancient relative of the rhinoceros, stalked Eurasia about 34 to 23 million years ago.
Estimates place its weight conservatively around 15 to 20 tons, but some models suggest masses up to 30. Firstly, the cardiovascular challenge. Its heart needs immense power to pump blood up to its brain.
its skeleton, though robust.
The Paraceratherium represents the theoretical maximum size for a land mammal whose body plan relies on sheer skeletal mass to counteract gravity.
#7. The Jurassic Cruiser, Brachiosaurus or Giraffatitan.
At number 7. Iconic Giraffatitan.
The key to the sauropod's success, and the reason they could surpass the Paraceratherium, lies in a biological visitors. Unlike mammals, sauropod skeletons were partially hollow, laced with air sacs connected to their respiratory system. They could cycle oxygen through their lungs and air sacs almost continuously.
a system far superior to the diaphragms of mammals. This enhanced oxygen intake powered a metabolism that could support truly colossal bulk. 6. The South American Titan Argentinosaurus lair. Our list continues to escalate with a creature whose very name suggests. This mid-Cretaceous behemoth from South America is known from fragmentary remains, making its weight one of the most hot. The challenge for the Argentinosaurus was the sheer structural load distribution. Imagine trying to move 80 tons across shifting tensions.
Its size forced it to constantly forage, tearing through vast swaths of vegetation daily. The Argentinosaurus sits at the...
As we venture into the top half of this ranking, the science becomes murky, and the fossils grow sparser.
This is where the scientific thriller element peaks, as paleontologists battle over estimates that can swing by tens of thousands of pounds.
To calculate the weight of these colossal creatures, researchers use scaling methods based on more complete relatives.
However, a single bone, a femur, or vertebra from a new, massive species can shatter
What makes Dreadnoughtus a scientific goldmine is that it is known from nearly 45% of its skeleton.
Dreadnoughtus is estimated to weigh between 65 and 75 tons.
The feed requirement challenge was an astronomical constraint for this beast. Calculations suggest
this meant the environment had to be constantly lush, and the creature's entire life had to revolve around eating and digesting.
Dreadnoughtus confirms that for a land animal to exceed 70 tons, its ecosystem needed to be an endless, warm food source.
Hashtag 4. The landmass benchmark. Patagotitan.
Amphicoelias. Also discovered in the vast fossil beds of Argentina, Patagotitan boasts bones that suggest an...
While estimates vary widely due to the incomplete nature of the skeleton, the most accepted models place its weight between 70 and 80 tons.
Its size presents a critical challenge that pushes the biological limit. The circulatory system challenge.
The blood pressure at the foot of Patagotitan would have been immense, requiring complex... We are now...
Before revealing the final two land giants, we must consider the scientific irony. Many of the most massive
Water, even shallow water, acts as a natural brace, negating several tons of effective weight, reducing the strain on joint. Hashtag 3. The uncertain titan, Supersaurus vivianae. The name Supersaurus is no exaggeration.
While Supersaurus is most famous for being the longest dinosaur, its weight is fiercely debated. However, conservative
Supersaurus pushes the skeletal stress limit beyond what many biologists believe possible. Its colossal spine had to support immense horizontal forces.
The risk of catastrophic spinal failure was constant. This creature represents the scientific understanding that at some point if Amphicoelias truly existed at this size, it achieved the highest known mass for a terrestrial animal. Dissipating that heat through skin and respiration would be nearly impossible, essentially meaning the animal would cook itself.
Yet, even these magnificent thunder lizards pale in comparison to the true heavyweight champion.
The largest herbivore, indeed, the largest animal of any kind to ever exist on Earth, is the majestic blue whale.
The largest individuals are confirmed to reach weights exceeding 190 tons, with some historical... The blue whale feeds on krill, tiny, energy-dense crustaceans that exist in dense, enormous swarms.
The existence of the blue whale provides the definitive scientific conclusion. Water is the key to biological size on Earth.
The journey from the towering Paraceratherium to the awe-inspiring blue whale confirms a thrilling truth.
What surprised you the most about these gargantuan herbivores? Did you think a sauropod would take the #1 spot? Let us know in the comments below.
Thank you for joining us on Animal Ranking Hub. If you enjoyed uncovering the scientific secrets behind these magnificent beasts,